Hey guys, Buffer Game back today, bringing out a video, and today we're going through the blog posts. There was a couple blog posts yesterday and today, so that we're going to start with the campaign player's guide and go through the second one, which is multiplayer maps, modes, operators, and then the third, which is rewards. So today's campaign guide is where we're going to start. Just a heads up, first off, I will be live streaming the campaign tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the YouTube channel, so if you guys want to watch that, I'm going to do the full playthrough of the campaign, so obviously just stay tuned to the channel. I'll be posting that live stream video either later tonight or early tomorrow morning so you guys see it. But again, we'll be going live right at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard when the campaign goes live, and we'll do the full playthrough. So if you want to avoid spoilers, obviously just watch that later. You'll see me play through it, do the reactions, weapons. It should be a lot of fun with the open combat missions, things like that. So that'll be live here on the channel tomorrow, November 2nd at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the YouTube channel. We'll be doing the full playthrough. So starting off with the blog post, I'll link all of these down below in the description for you guys if you want to read through them yourselves. But the first blog post we're going to cover is what came out today, and this is campaign how to play. So it's going to break down different things that we'll see in the campaign tomorrow. So basically, we'll start off with the pre-brief here. So campaign, getting started with training. So this is, to set the stage here, a direct sequel. So Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 picks up immediately after the events of Modern Warfare 2. So John Kent the Price and Task Force 141 as they face off against the ultimate threat, ultra-naturalist Vladimir Makarov. So if you guys obviously played Modern Warfare 2's campaign, where it left off, that whole story, and then they ended up in a bar, Task Force 141 with Laswell, and looking at a photo of who happened to be Makarov, which they all recognize, and then we had the post-launch, or the post-campaign credit scene of the quote-unquote new no Russian setup scene, which I'm assuming that'll end up being where we pick up with the campaign at some point with that portion of the story. So number 2 here is open combat missions. So new open combat missions redefine traditional campaign level, deploy to a wide open location, gear up with supply boxes, armor plates, vests, and more, take a stealthy approach and grab a vehicle or drive head-on into the danger. So this is going to be pretty much very similar to, going to have some Warzone elements with loot boxes, plates, all of that stuff you can loot. You can loot weapons, things like that. So these are going to be kind of almost like the approach. They're kind of taking a page out of like the Far Cry type book almost, or even Ghost Recon, like Wildlands and Breakpoint. Just basically an open, wide open area. You have one objective and do it however you want. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited for this. I think there's going to be at least 4 or 5 of them we'll take a look at here later that are going to be open combat missions where you'll play with a member of Task Force 141 in each. Next up here, missions completion rewards. So earn over a dozen in-game rewards by completing the campaign, including new calling cards, operators, double XP, and special multiplayer weapon blueprints to unlock when the game launches for campaign completion. You'll have those in multiplayer. So those are kind of the biggest things here to start off with the campaign. So choosing your difficulty level, obviously we're going to see recruit, regular, hardened, and veteran. So those are the same difficulty levels we always see for the most part. They don't have a realism. I did like the realism in Modern Warfare 2019. That was really fun, but also hard. So campaign mission rewards. You'll be getting a good amount of rewards here just by completing the campaign. So you're going to get a couple operators here: Corso, Pathfinder, Jabber, Doc. You'll get a classified weapon blueprint. You'll get a toxic grip calling card. You'll get the Rhapsody, I believe it is what it is, calling card. You'll get the Gilly Guy calling card and the Breather calling card by completing campaign. So the campaign consists of 14 different missions. All but one of these missions reward players with the following items upon completion. So what we'll have here, this is kind of giving us the mission names. So these aren't really any spoilers at all, but it'll show you, pretty much tell you what you're getting with the completion. So and I don't know if this is the right order or anything like that of the missions, but Operation 627 is the one we saw the gameplay of in August. So that you're going to get a Breather calling card. Precious Cargo, you're going to get 30 minutes double XP token and 30-minute double weapon XP token. Reactor, you're going to get the Corso Operator. Payload, you'll get the Gilly Guy calling card. Deep Cover mission, you're going to get the 30-minute XP token and 30-minute weapon token. You're going to get, for another mission passenger, there's no reward. Crash Site, you're going to get the Pathfinder Operator. Flashpoint, you're going to need to get the Toxic Drip calling card. Oligarch, you're going to get 1 hour double player XP token with 1 hour double weapon XP token. High Rise, you're going to get the Dock Operator. Frozen Tundra, you'll get the Skull Rhapsody calling card. And for Gora Dam, you'll get 1 hour double XP and weapon XP. Danger Close, you're going to get the Jabber Operator and Trojan Horse campaign completion emblem and the weapon blueprints. So that's what you're going to unlock there. Now, open combat missions. We discussed them a little bit. So what are they? How do you do them? So fixed objective, endless possibilities. You're there to complete the mission, but how you do it is up to you. Slip through like a shadow or go in loud, blasting. Scavenge extra gear throughout the area of operation, and whatever suit your preference. So seek out essential gear. So this is a pretty cool element with this. While seeking out new weapons, armor plates, and other items, keep your eyes peeled for zip lines and ascenders. Often near objective locations, these items skyrocket movement potential across the map. So you'll be able to traverse, obviously, the larger map by utilizing these things. The third point here is, but they were just here. So caught off guard and outnumbered, retreat into the environment using the ascenders and parachutes and quickly get out of view. If the enemy loses sight of you long enough, they will eventually stop the direct pursuit. So it's kind of like a GTA like star system. If you get spotted, you're pretty much going to get hunted more and more and more. And then if you get out of there and stop causing trouble and hide, they'll eventually leave you alone. So that's the cool thing about open combat missions. So the operators for open combat missions, you'll be playing, it seems like, as a different member of 141 for all of these, or most of these. You're going to play as Farah, Ghost, Gaz, Soap, and Price, it seems like. You're going to have an open combat mission for all of them. In your first playthrough, the operators assigned is starting Loadout. Now, as you go through these missions and you loot different things, you'll be able to play through those missions again and select your loadout that you want. So pretty much, obviously playing through later on to these missions on higher difficulty, by looting things, you'll be able to come in with your own loadout based on what things you loot. You'll be able to choose from going and do it the next playthrough for better gear and just be able to approach the mission differently and probably complete it a little bit easier. So gearing up. So expect to find all sorts of items in the open combat missions, including new weapons, equipment, field upgrades, and even armaments that multiplayer operators known as, so kill streaks are going to be there as well. So that will boost the offensive and defensive capabilities. So you'll be able to really go at this kind of any way you want. Upgrade your parachute, ascender, armor plates, and plate carrier upgrades and things like that. So all of that is pretty basic. You'll have parachutes, ascenders, plate carriers to upgrade your vest, so you can go from 1 armor, 2 armor, 3 armor plates. So those are all pretty basic. If you've played anything outside of just basic multiplayer and even ground war, like you're used to this system by now, get it around your attack map and mini map. So the attack map is essential and important, just to show you where you are, different locations for the HUD elements, what objectives are there. Same with the mini map. So those are all pretty straightforward. Enemy alert levels, again, there's going to be different levels of alert levels, and like we said, if alarms go off, reinforcements are called in and going after you, you're going to need to retreat and kind of stay off their radar for them to eventually stop looking at you and bringing in reinforcements. So that could be I'm sure we're going to get ourselves in a lot of trouble tomorrow when we play through these, for sure. But when we're in those situations, basically they're saying you want to utilize parachutes, ascenders, all those things to get out of there ASAP. 5 tips for open combat missions. There's always another way, so multiple ways to approach things. The right gear for the job, again, looting things to make the combat mission easier to complete. Know your enemies. Build up your arsenal by looting things and playing through them again, or just looting what you need slowly throughout the map if you're approaching it stealthily. And then ramp up the challenges. Basically, use your expanded arsenal to play for future playthroughs to ramp up the difficulty and push through it. And again, you can complete these any way you want. So there's no right or wrong way as long as you're completing the objective. So that's really cool. That's the campaign, how to play open combat breakdown. So we're going to run through these other 2 blog posts really quickly here. We're at the 10-minute mark, so there's not anything really super new here with this. But for the multiplayer launch, we're going to launch with the following modes, which we've seen most of these before. We're going to launch with 3v3 modes. Are going to be cutthroat, so we saw that in the beta. 6v6 modes are going to be team deathmatch. We're also going to see domination, search and destroy, kill confirmed, free for all, hard point, which I love hard point, control. You're going to see war, which is going to be a 6v6 game mode, which is nice. It's not going to be like a huge ground war or anything like that. It's going to be a 6v6 war mode, which I'm pretty excited to play. You're also going to get gun game, will also be a 6v6 mode. So 32v32 mode, so you're going to get ground war and invasion. So it's good to see invasion coming back. That was a lot of fun, just to kind of casually play, have a good time with your buddies, and not really worry about sweating too hard in Modern Warfare 2. Additional mode intel, you're going to be getting hardcore at launch. The firing range is returning. So the firing range, not sure if they've made any changes. It says returns with familiar 3 dummy corridor to practice in bringing your loadout. So it sounds like it's the same, but we really don't know until we get our hands on it. Honestly, it's pretty easy to update that, so I'd be shocked if they didn't make some changes. But I mean, the firing range does what it does. But it would be nice to have kind of a more in-depth firing range, kind of like we had in Modern Warfare Call of Duty 4 Remastered. They did a really nice firing range on that. So something like that would be nice. Hopefully they upgrade that, or they did upgrade it. We'll have to wait and see. Private matches, you're going to have those as well, thank God, so we can do a lot of our videos with conversions. So launch maps, again, we've seen a lot of these. You're going to get Afghan, all the Modern Warfare 2 remakes. You're going to get Afghan. You're going to get Derail, Estate, which we saw in the beta. Favela we saw in the beta. High Rise, also from the beta. Invasion will be a really good one. We're going to see Karachi, that'll be a good one. Haven't played these in a long time. Quarry will be really nice. Rundown, you're also going to get Rust, we saw in the beta. Scrapyard, you're going to get Skid Row, which I really enjoyed that in the beta. Subbase is always a really good one. I have a lot of memories of that. Terminal is a classic. Underpass, I don't even remember Underpass, so that'll be interesting to play that again. Wasteland, I think I remember that. We'll have to wait and see. And then Levin Resort, I don't remember this one at all. This is going to be a ground war map. So this is going to be a newer map for ground war. You're also going to get Orlov Military Base for ground war. These are obviously new maps. Popov Power Plant for ground war, which we saw in the beta. Wasn't the biggest fan of that. And then you're going to get Operation Spearhead for war mode at launch. There'll be more maps for ground war. 6v6, war mode, all of those coming in later seasons as we lead into season 1 and beyond. So those are all the maps at launch. A lot of maps there. Modern Warfare 2 maps carry forward. So they're saying in addition to the new maps that they're going to be bringing into Modern Warfare 3, because there's new 6v6 and maps like that are planned already for Modern Warfare 3 that are brand new. But they're also, in addition, going to bring in fan favorites from Modern Warfare 2, which we just had, which a lot of people were kind of upset about, but I like this. For me, I like seeing if a map is good and popular, and weapons are good and popular, I'd rather see it back in the game, especially if it's a similar title. So it makes sense to me. I'm happy to see this. I don't have any gripes with this whatsoever. Next up, the operators. So there's going to be a total of 90 operators with the inclusion of the Modern Warfare 3 and the Modern Warfare 2 operators. So we're going to get 90 total operators, which is pretty wild. So expect 25 additional Modern Warfare 3 operators, 13 spec crew, 12 core attack to bolster the operation pool, allowing you to select from a total of 90 operators. So the operators we're going to get here, we're going to have Price, Ghost, Blueprint, Rocket. You're going to have Balin, Scorch, Ripper, Pathfinder, Riptide, BBQ, or you guys can just call that guy BNG. That's basically made after me. We're going to be running that 24/7. Jabber, Jet, Then you're going to get, on core tech, you're going to get Warden, Makarov, Blaze, Thirst, Alpine, Enigma, but Batam, who just looks like it says supposed to be Batman, but it's Bantam, Doc, Raptor, Corso, and Swagger. So, again, 90 total operators, crazy. And then we're going to get, obviously, more additional operators into Season 1 and beyond. We're going to get a lot more different comms before these blog posts, things like that, before launch on the 10th. So we're going to be getting things like fully equipped deep dive into loadouts. We're going to get up in your arsenal, primary, secondary weapons. Going to go into the aftermarket parts. You're going to get cosmetic customization for weapon camos and zombies. So we're going to be seeing that. And then as far as campaign rewards, I know this video is kind of dragging on, but rewards overall is the other blog post. Again, these are all linked down below if you guys want to run through them. But you're going to be getting a lot of different rewards here throughout the different game modes, aftermarket parts, zombies. It's just going to be a lot that is going on for the beta to launch. So, and then it's going into launch times, things like that. So really not too much that we'll go into here. Campaign early access, obviously, like we said, is the 2nd at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific. Now for Multiplayer's Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer launch, that will be preload. Will take place for PlayStation November 8th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard. Xbox is the 8th at 10 a.m. and PC the 8th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard. So it's going to be the same for all for multiplayer. Now, multiplayer is going to go live at midnight on November 10th. So technically, like 11:59 on the 9th, 1 minute after that. So it's going to be basically first thing the morning of the 10th, which happens to be my birthday. So you guys are going to watch a crazy birthday live stream playing multiplayer for Modern Warfare 3. So that's everything there. There's going to be a lot going on with the preseason from the launch on the 10th up to early December, which I believe Season 1 should be starting around December 5th, if I'm reading it correctly. And again, there's just a lot of rewards, campaign rewards, early access, a lot of things like that, which we already went over. So let me know your thoughts down below. I'll leave you guys with that. Be sure, if you guys want to watch the campaign, here on the channel tomorrow, the 2nd at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that'll be up on the channel. If you guys miss it live, just go ahead and rewatch it. It'll be a lot of fun going through, seeing what weapons, approaching the combat missions, things like that. Let me know your thoughts down below. Till next time, Buffner Gaming, out.